What's up, guys? Today I want to talk about some of my favorite cards to collect, cards that I feel Topps has made even cooler than they were in their original state, and dare I say, made them even rare. Well, some people disagree. They think that Topps has actually altered them. So I want to ask you, do you think that these Topps buybacks are rare or altered? Buybacks, what are they? What do they look like? Well, if you're not familiar with them, they're just regular issue cards that Topps got back in their possession. They added a stamp to them, and then they released it back to us, the collectors. So these are cards that have been pulled out of packs twice in their lifetime. I think that makes them extra cool, and not many out there have these type of seals, these stamps on them. So I think it makes them ultra rare. Now, the first time I really learned about these buybacks was on an episode of Turn Back the Clock with Dylan and Adam. They had Shane, Shoebox Legends, on as a guest, and Shane is the king of buybacks. Anything that you want to know about them, just check out his videos. He talks a lot about them. He has a Franken set he's putting together. It's just awesome stuff. And in that episode, I'm going to link in the description. You got to check it out if you're into buybacks. Gives great information. Now, something that's really cool about that episode is Shane had sent Adam and Dylan a card to kick off the episode, and it was a Turn Back the Clock Clemente card, and it had this Rediscover Topps stamp right on it. So I was able to find one of these. So now I have the same card that those guys have, which is pretty cool, because I remember seeing it back then and thought, man, there are cards out there like this. You know, I had this card in its original form, but to have it as a buyback, for me, it just makes it that much cooler. And the question I asked in the intro about whether you think these cards are rare or altered, it's because some people do believe once there's a stamp on it, it's altered. Well, I just want to know, back in 1991, Topps released these Operation Desert Shield cards, and they had the same gold foil stamp. Now, a lot of people love these cards, they collect them. Now, these really seem to be accepted in the hobby, but these buybacks, not so much. So I'm just wondering, why is that? Now, in vintage, I understand that a lot of people want to have their cards in its original state, and I understand that. In some cases, I feel the same way. But then when it comes to things like autographs, like for example, this J.R. Richard rookie card, there are tons of them out there, but with an autograph, there aren't that many. For me, it just makes it that much more rare and more desirable. Same thing with these buybacks. I think it's in the same boat. Topps are the ones that produce these cards. They got them back. They're the ones that added the stamp to them and released it back to us, in my opinion, making them even cooler than they were in their original state. And in some cases, they got guys to autograph them, making them that much cooler of a collectible. Now, I have a couple of those. I want to show it to you guys, so let's get closer, and I want to show you some of the buybacks in my collection. All right, before I get started, I got this sealed, complete set of 1991 Topps. This was a gift from my sister Vera for my birthday, which was over the weekend. So this is going to be my base here for my display today. I'm going to put that Alex Fernandez Operation Desert Shield card back up here, which we started with. And now I do have a 1991 Topps buyback. Now this one is a Dave Stewart autograph, and this is from the Archive series. Again, this was just a regular card that Topps got back, which was in somebody's collection at one point, and then they had it not only stamped and numbered 6 out of 33, it was also signed by Dave Stewart. It's one of my favorite cards, and a nice buyback there. And I'm gonna put back the Clemente Rediscover Topps right up here. And now the cards I'm gonna show were a gift from Shane, Shoebox Legends, the guy who got me inspired to get into buybacks. He has an awesome buyback collection, and now these were part of his collection at one point, which is really awesome. And I'm just going to show you, it was a huge stack. Mostly Red Sox cards. Look at this, a Bob Stanley rookie card with the Topps 75th anniversary logo. Now these were from different series, that different years actually, that Topps put out. So Shane will be able to tell you exactly what year. I believe these were from 2014. These were 2015, I believe. I could be wrong. My memory's not that great, but these I think were 2016 and up. You can correct me in the comments if you happen to know when these were released, but I just love it. I mean, these would be, just regular cards, right? Don Osio. These are, now with the stamp, I think there's just so much cool. Bob Montgomery, I loved listening to this guy on TV 38 growing up. Listening to Red Sox games, Bobby Ojeda, Eddie Romero. I mean, these are just great looking cards with the stamp, in my opinion. You know, there's different color stamps here, and I think this just makes the cards a lot cooler. Look at this one, Diego Segui in the traded series. This Bob Montgomery again, just really cool looking cards. Love this one. Haywood Sullivan, that one, it was a box topper that they would put in Topps Heritage, I believe, in the hobby boxes. So those are what Shane sent me. He also sent me, let me show you. This one here was Billy Parker. If you are familiar with Shane's channel, he has an awesome Negro Leagues collection. Bridge players who played in the Negro Leagues and Major League Baseball. And Billy Parker is the last guy to play in both the Negro Leagues and the Major Leagues. Played for the Indianapolis Clowns in 1961. Then he made his Major League debut here with the Angels. And Shane gave me this awesome buyback of Billy Parker. He's also in the record books as being the first guy to hit a walk-off home run in his Major League debut. So that's an awesome card there that Shane gave me. This one here, Walter Bond, another bridge player. So that's something that Shane and I have a lot in common. The way we collect, we love players like this. Don Clendenin, another bridge player. And these are all buybacks, as you can see so far. Now this one, Shane, the last few videos, he's shown these Allen and Ginter cards. And he has a bunch of these 10th anniversary series issue cards. And this one is Art Pennington, which is another one I was able to find that's a buyback through Allen and Ginter. Now this one I got thanks to Shane. He reached out to me and he said, hey, there's a Jim Grant buyback in case you want it. It's available on the cheap. And I jumped all over it and got it. I did a Black Aces video this year, which was probably my favorite video of 2024. And it was Jim Grant and the Black Aces. So I definitely wanted to get more Jim Grant cards in my collection. And what better way to do it than with these buybacks. And I went and got also this one here. I have this card already autographed. And now I have a buyback version of it as well. It's nice to have those two Jim Grants. And I also got a couple more Black Aces. Fergie Jenkins and Al Downing. You would think I would pick this up for the Carlton and Seaver, but it was these two guys I wanted. It's got that sweet stamp right in the middle here. Just looking great. Beautiful card. Got this Veda Pinson with the Topps original logo there. Also the 73 Topps Pittsburgh Pirates with Clemente right there, one of his last cards with his stamp there. Freddie Patek rookie card with his stamp. Felix Millan, love this one. I'll do a video about him someday. Another one is Jose Coco Laboy. Just love the way this card looks. It's rookie card with a nice stamp on there. Mo Drabowski, one of the coolest figures in baseball history. I got this one out of a dollar box and it was a great find. John Roseborough. So you never know where you're going to find these. A lot of people don't value them as much as the ones who collect it. So there are great deals out there. Like this one I got for a couple of bucks. Zoilo Versalles, great card. This guy's a Mexican great, was in the Little League World Series. One of the heroes in Mexico, Hector Torres. His rookie card with the stamp. And these were fun. I got Bull Durham's one of my favorite movies. And I was able to score these Nuke LaLoosh and Larry Hockett. Just cool buybacks. These are already short printed, and then to find them in a buyback version was just awesome. And this one I got from my friend Dan, Old Sarge Collects, Uncle Mike. And he sent this to me, and it's, as you can see there, a rediscovered Topps card. Now, some other ones that I've picked up, let me put the Red Sox ones back here. And just going to go through some of these. Like, for example, you know, Pat Dobson. This was a great card back in the day. He had just won 20 games. Now it's got the original stamp there. I think it just enhances the card. Makes it look so much cooler. Frank White, Mike Cuellar, Bob Grich. I mean, look how awesome this card looks with the sweet stashy stash. Shout out to my boy BK. Jim, Toy Cannon, Win. Just awesome cards. Al McRae, who grew up not too far from right here where I'm at. Another Felix Millan. Check out that stash. Great guy. Look at how cool this miscut Lenny Randall is. Oh, dropped it. It's gonna be even more messed up now. All right, Ben Ogilvy, Mark Belanger. Look, geez, just a ton of buybacks. I'm gonna go through them pretty quick. Nice Rob Deere, 89 tops there. Johnny LeMaster. Just different stamps on all the different cards. We even have some modern ones with the rediscovered tops on there. Chris Carpenter and Wes Gardner. I'm gonna put these here. Now these are my favorite ones in my collection. This is one of the cleanest looking buybacks I've ever found. It's one of my favorite cards. I just love the image. Al Oliver, great ball player, borderline Hall of Famer there. And look at that, beautiful centering. The surface is excellent on this card. Just a really sharp buyback. Just to think that this came in a pack after somebody else had it in their collection for years. It's just amazing that it got to me in this condition. So a great card. Now Al Such a great player. Man, to have his rookie card with the buyback stamp, this is the only one I've ever seen with a stamp like this. That's what's cool about these. You can have some really great rookie cards that could be 101s. Shane has a Nolan Ryan rookie card. I'm pretty certain that's the only one out there. And then this one, I mean, it's possible. I just haven't seen another one, but it just shows you how rare that these cards are. At least in my eyes, I think they're rare. There's a ton of Rich Hebner, Al Oliver rookie cards out there, but with the stamp, I don't know. This could be the only one. And now this one, this is another one of my favorites in my collection. Not only was this card a buyback, and I mean, look at the condition of it. You know, 59 tops, Buck Hill aces. It's got Klein, Friend, Law, and Face. Now, not only is it a buyback, but these were TTM, through the mail autographs, and they were signed by Bob Friend, Vern Law, and Elroy Face. I mean, this card was back and forth in the mail multiple times, and then it's reached me. And this condition, for me, is just mind-blowing and amazing. It's just that much cooler. I'm sure there are other cards out there that have autographs on them. This one here, but how many are buybacks? So for me, this is like a 101. Just a beautiful autograph card. And now I want to end it with this. Last year, Shane put out a one-card challenge in which he asked us to pick a year and talk about a guy who excelled that year. Like, he's connected to that year. And that challenge is still open to anyone out there. So I wanted to do another one. I've done one in the past, but I want to take it back 50 years ago. This is a 1974 Topps rookie card of David Clyde, and it is a buyback, a rediscovered Topps. Now, I want to think that 74, people were going crazy over this card. David Clyde was the high school phenom, came into the league in 1973 as an 18-year-old, fresh out of high school, #1 pick, and you know, there were high expectations for this kid, and I'm sure that people in the hobby back then were going crazy over this card, much like people went crazy over Todd Van Poppel in the early 90s, and then more recently with guys like Bryce Harper. So yeah, this is the guy I wanted to highlight in my one card challenge. This was a huge card back 50 years ago, so I wanted to honor David Clyde. I also want to show an autograph of his. Came out in 1999. Fleer, great to the game. And that does it, guys. These are my buybacks, which I consider rare beauties. Thanks to my friend Shane, Shoebox Legends, who sent me these awesome Red Sox buybacks to add to my collection. So thank you, Shane. Thank you for being a great friend, first of all, and for just being a great hobby friend, always inspiring me to just do better in my collection, to go after these awesome cards that I really enjoy. You've just opened my mind up to so much here in the hobby, and there's so much more to explore, and I'm just glad that we get to do it together as friends. So thank you so much. Guys, if you are not subscribed to Shane, head on over to Shoebox Legends. And you know, just awesome stuff. You're gonna learn a ton, you're gonna be entertained, and he puts out so much content. Just a great member here in the community. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed it, and let me know in the comments, do you think that these buybacks are rare or altered?